So I'm at the Way Atlantic Way now. The Fat Lighthouse is up that direction up there. We'll walk up to it. So I'll just leave you the view now. There's a mirror over there at the lighthouse. Oxar Realty. VA screen there too. There's a nice lady there behind the till there, and she may think it. And we was practically of Irish. Tap folk with Gaelic agam. Ní mai, not very good. So I was able to do that there. Know a few words of Irish is better than no Irish, I guess. So must practice that actually. So there's a bamboo up here. I love exploring bamboos, but that might be off limits. Here we are. Fanad Lighthouse. Class. There's wee bamboos over there too. Here, Fanad Lighthouse. As you can see, they're better dash because I got a tour on. We're right here in the reception area, so I have to do it now. A couple of miles now from the 33rd. It's a nice big seat. Wee shop here.
A small description of the lighthouse downstairs here, and then once you're done, you can head up towards the turret itself. So, first lighthouse here in Fanad was built in 1817, but there was a reconstruction of the lighthouse in 1886. Everything you see here has been here since 1886, the steps, construction, and everything else. Now, looking around at the steps, does anybody notice any differences from these steps than normal steps you'd see today? Walking up the steps, they weren't made for tourism, but they're not too bad. There's sort of easy ways to get up the steps. As well, you might look around, no visible support holding the steps up. The steps are actually built in a way called a cantilever system. They're actually built inside the wall. So if you look how thick the walls are, here, on that side as well, the walls and the windowsills are very thick. That there's about a half, 1/3 of a step. The rest steps actually just inside the wall itself. So it's just a structure of the building that's holding all the steps up. As I said, all been here since 1886. Still standing, which is a good sign. Plus her steps are standing both inside the wall itself. You might have seen when you came in then, there's flags on the wall here. I'll pass these around. I don't think it's a good description there.
Thank you.
So the flags on the wall here are called the International Code of Signals. What that meant, it meant every flag meant the same thing in every language. So if I take the letter O, for example, O means Oscar, Oscar means man overboard. Now across here then, you might see there's numbers. So if somebody holds the letter O up, the number 2 up, it means 2 men overboard. If the lighthouse keeper seen this message, what he would try and do is to understand the message first. So he would take down O and 2, run to Tommy's tower and hold them flags up to show he understood the message. And then once he understood the message, he could call for help or act on it. But you couldn't call for help until you understood the message properly first. So a lot of them flags are safety flags that you have to go for in case of emergencies and whatnot. Let's say you wanted to make general conversation then, a bit like texting today. This is the way to do it here. These flags are called semaphore flags. Hold them at a certain angle and spell letters. So it could be A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. You are just spelling letters and spell words. So if a husband was stationed on an island lighthouse and his wife is living on the mainland, let's say they want to have a conversation, there's 2 fires shout over, not far to your flags waving, he wants to ask her how her day is getting on. That's just the way to communicate back to them. So that was more your conversational side of things. That there was your safety flags in, and there was the 2 smart ways of communication before technology and phones and whatnot came in to fruition. So they were all used during the day. The way they communicated at night time then was a thing called Morse code. I'm assuming you've probably heard of Morse code before. And they were 2 smart ways of communication back then.
So you up these stairs now.
Right. So until you do that, you can act with it. Then just get close to the wall.
Here is where a lot of the manual work at night time happened before the lighthouse went automated. First of all, the first part of your manual work was you had to light the light at night time because no electricity. Couldn't stay upstairs with the rest of the manual work because the combination of the light and the lens is quite powerful. It actually blind you. The rest of the work was done down here. The rest of the work was, we used to like a rotating lens in the lighthouse. Let's say your light was here, the lens, and around the light like that. How that happens, having this thing here, got a piece of lead on the shelf, triangle handle, used to be used for winding stuff up. Just want to pass that around there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a wee bit heavy. Thank you. So where this happened behind that green door there. When that door was open, there would have been a shelf behind it. You'd have gotten 4 or 5 pieces of your lead. You'd have stuck it on the shelf, get your handle, wind this lead all the way to the top, and once it reached the top, it pulled like a clockwork system, the lens then upstairs would start rotating. The reason for the lens rotating was every lighthouse in Ireland has their own unique flashing sequence. When the light was lit, there was no flash. The flash happened through a gap in the lens. So this is the gap in the lens here. Once the light went around, it looked like it was flashing. It wasn't, but because of the gap there, it wasn't magnifying towards the water. That's why it had that flashing feel. So that's why the lens had to rotate. Obviously, if you're laying it up with the weight, had to come back down. Lighthouse keepers had to be up the stairs every 40 to 50 minutes, winding the light up. So there would have been a lot of work done at night time. But today, the lighthouse is automated, all run by electricity and technology. I'll give us a good view of it now when we get to the top of the stairs.
Lighthouse now, he says.
So folks, there's binoculars there. Use the way them as want.
So this here's lighthouse here. How is this LED light?
Yeah, that's an LED light. How's it
What's
work?
the power limit?
70 watts.
70 watts. So let's see, then you have the hooks over here. There's some bottom poles there as well, as you can see. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Owen.
Why should people come here to this lighthouse?
People should come into the lighthouse because number one, the tour we provide is very, very informative. I think people should know the history about the lighthouse as it's quite interesting. We also provide different features as accommodation for people staying, and we also have stuff like virtual reality and whatnot. So the whole package is quite interesting.
And are lighthouses as important as they once were?
Probably not, because of technology, GPSs, radars, etc. They're more heavily relied on now compared to the lighthouse. Back in the day, obviously, lighthouses were the mainstay in terms of safety, location, etc. But today, probably not, because boat travel today at night time isn't really as important.
So my last question is, do you offer tours in Irish?
We can do that. Anybody that's interested, we have guides here to do the tour in Irish, and obviously English, and it's the other language that we offer tours in as well.
Gormagat. You're interested, there's a VR headset segment of the tour, and it's in this wee room.
Where are you from?
Where do you throw on? Hello, what's your name?
My name is Teresa Milani.
Why is it important to keep Irish alive?
Irish is very important to be kept alive because it's come here. I live in the Gaeltacht here in Fanad. All my ancestors spoke Irish. It's a beautiful language and we need to keep it alive in order to keep this place blossoming down here in Fanad Lighthouse.
And were your parents Irish speakers?
Yes, both my parents were great Irish speakers. My father was an absolute tonic with the Irish. He spoke great Irish. He used to ring his sister who emigrated to Scotland, and they would chat away on the phone all the time. He was wonderful, and he lived in a part of the Gaeltacht here down in a place called Tullyconnell.
And do you speak Irish here with the visitors?
I never stop speaking Irish. I'm continuously speaking Irish to everybody from all over the world, from America, Germany, Switzerland, Northern Ireland, every part. Lots of visitors that come here, and we're extremely busy with all these people, and they're very interested in learning the wee bit of Irish.
My last question, have you any words in Irish you'd like to say to the audience and Gael speakers?
Tenyard Gaelic ogum sagus Laura May and Tam Gulier. Kaihish of a leak chapachi chas solas fanage, tashi galanta, tan terraces and tour antamai, agus tagan a landing in Shaw and Tam Gulier. Smasha trasa, agus been on crack ogum and Tam Gulier. Myself.
Gormagat. So that's our journey now coming to a close. Fanad Lighthouse. Thanks to see you back here. Thanks to all who were interviewed in the video. I appreciate that there, so I do. I'm sure people who watched the video will appreciate getting wee information about Fanad Lighthouse and what they have to see here in a rugged landscape. And oh, before I go, see an area up there in the 1800s, that was a British outpost for an army outpost. Well, during the War of Independence in Ireland, there were bullet holes in the side of the building, and then they burnt it down as well. So that's why the building's still standing there. It's made of concrete. But that was the history behind that there. And there's a few ghost stories up here as well. And there's a big ghost story up on the Fanad Lighthouse. And there's actually ghost hunters that stay there as well, somebody was telling me. One of the workers here. So ultimately, hope you enjoyed today's video. Great Melgat. Salam alaikum.